Hey, peace, everyone. Peace. How is everyone doing? I hope y'all can hear me. Well, I'm on my lunch break walking downtown Flint, and it looked like it is about to throw down storming. And something told me to bring my umbrella, and I left it at my desk. Okay, so I'm trying to go get some lunch real quick before these skies do something vicious out here. Okay, how was everyone doing? It feels so good out here. It's very, very windy. And I hope you all can hear me well because I'm doing this from my phone for the first time. So, anyways, okay. So, let me get started on my topic. And I wanted to focus on this housing crisis in Flint. And to me, it's the weirdest thing for me. It's new for me. I went on a home visit today, a simple home visit for a client that is in need of housing. But she needed me to drop off bus passes. And I did that, but we had a long conversation because she is having a hard time finding housing, affordable housing. You know, she has limited income, etc. And another barrier for her is her pets. She has 5 dogs, and I can't remember how many cats. And this is an ongoing thing with like my recent clients. I literally have homeless clients, like nowhere to go, that will not go to a shelter because the shelters won't take their pets. And I've never seen anything like this. For me, it's a growing um, it's a growing barrier. I have for one of my clients that I no longer have, when I suggested that she uh I hate to say it like this, but get rid of her dogs, she broke down in tears. I hope I don't lose service in here. But she broke down in tears because she said that her dog is like her everything. She has no one else. And if she loses her dogs, then she would die. I had a client actually tell me that, but it's like I'm getting more and more clients like this, and I don't know how to help them. I really don't. I have a current client that is actually living in a tent, and her dog is a huge reason why she won't go to the shelters. And I've called shelters in Genesee County and in Oakland County, and I think Saginaw County, to see if there are any shelters that will accept um, dogs, and they won't. So, assalamu alaikum. Excuse me, y'all. Yes, can I have your shish tawuk sandwich with extra pickles and tomatoes and your bowl of chicken lemon soup? And then that'll be all for me. Okay, there you go. Yep, I do. I just got to dig for it. Sorry about that. I found 2 cents. There you go. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. Y'all heard my order for my lunch. So, and now, okay, so for that client, excuse me, I am I don't know how to help her because she refuses to give up her animal. And it's a emotional support because that client actually is dealing with severe trauma as well. So I'm definitely not making light of the situation where there are people that are emotionally attached to their animals. It's just something new for me to consider, but there are actually no resources for these specific people that are in need of housing. And it is, it's very frustrating to get a referral. And first of all, the housing, there is a serious housing crisis in Flint right now. And it's like when I see housing on there, it's nothing I can do. I mean, the Section 8 wait list is closed, subsidized housing is full to the max. There's one apartment building that accepts subsidized housing, and I think they have over 400 people on their wait list. So, what do you do with that? And now you tell me that in addition to being low income, you have emotional support animals. And like the client that I saw today, I mean, she was adamant and she flat out told me she has one child, but she flat out told me like her animals, and they're aggressive animals at that, her animals are like her children. And she would, if it, she's the only client with animals and that's in need of housing that said if she had to, she would give up her animals. But that is not what she wants. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the lesson is in this for me because it's like all of a sudden I'm getting multiple housing referrals, and these people have emotional support animals. And I don't know how the heck to help them. I mean, they literally, I've actually talked to one of the agencies up here and I asked them, what do they do? And the woman that I was speaking with said, when it comes down to it, and they're a housing agency, and they have limited funding where they can put homeless people in hotels or motels, and they can help out with rent or getting them to a new house, like paying for first month's rent, Social Security deposit. But she told me, she said, listen, I give them a choice. Either you want housing or you want to stay with your pet. You want to keep your pet. And she said most of the time they choose their pet. So, and I mean, these people don't have any other human support system. So this is like beyond, I don't know, beyond my consciousness. Like I have a consciousness about it, but I don't understand it because I'm not in that situation. And at the same time, I'm not making light of it. I am concerned though, because we're living in a society where pets are safer than humans. Now I'm about to drift off into something else, a whole nother topic. That's something that needs to be, uh, as my little brother Brandon would say, that's something that needs to be studied. So I don't know. This is just something new and something I thought that would be a good conversation piece because what do you do with that? And the one client that I have now that is living in a tent, her trauma is so severe. And I truly understand why she is holding on to her dogs. She does not have anyone else. And her trauma is so severe that she can't trust anyone. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. All right, y'all, I got my lunch. I'm headed back to the office. I pray I get back there before this rain comes. How you doing? You doing well? Okay. Okay, let me look at my chat. I don't have on my bifocals. They in my purse, but I don't feel like grabbing them. Peace, Brandon. Peace, little mama. Peace, Taz. I hope y'all day going well. And y'all excuse me for being out of breath and walking and talking. I'm a little out of shape, a little thick out here, but that's okay. It's okay to be thick, baby. So that's really it, y'all. That's what I wanted to come on here and talk about. Another obstacle for many residents in Flint when it comes to housing. Emotional support pets. They are not wanted in shelters. And there's a lot of housing that, like homes, apartment buildings, landlords, I'll say it like that do not wish to rent to those that have pets. Or if they do, then it's a fee, and which can be unaffordable. Oh my goodness. Hey, P. Shay. Yes, I'm still live. I'm going live on my lunch, honey. I hope y'all can hear me well. I got in my wired headphones instead of my Bluetooth. I thought it would be safer with the connection. So, excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me for that. Okay. So I'm gonna stand here and talk for a little bit, or I'm gonna go sit on this bench before I go run in. Of course, Taz. Yes, I try to always be resourceful. I know there are some silly people that don't even live in the state of Michigan that think otherwise. But to hell with them. We don't care about them, do we? If you're not here in Flint or have not been a support to Flint, don't say a mumbling word. Woo, it don't make no sense to be this out of breath, honey. And I'm still getting over sinus issues that hit me pretty hard. So, but yeah, let me see what's going on. Peace, Shay. You good, girl. This is my first time going live from my cell phone. So I was like, let me try something new and spice it up a little bit. So the conversation is about um homeless people in Flint, or people that is in need of housing, that they have another barrier of having emotional support pets. And when I tell y'all there's absolutely nothing I can do for them, there's nothing that I can do. I don't know where to guide them. I've even tried contacting shelters, housing resources in other counties around Flint, and there's nothing there. So ultimately, it is their decision, such as everything else in their life. You know, I always tell my clients that I will follow their lead in regards to what they want to do with whatever they are experiencing. I can only offer them the resources. I can only suggest certain things. And ultimately, it is their decision. You know, I never force anything on my clients. That is unethical. Never, ever do that. So, T from the D is fired up today. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Let me dig in this purse real quick, y'all, before these skies open up on me. They talking out the side of their necks. Tell them to come to Flint and get their boots on the ground. Girl, you know they ain't coming to Flint. It's a no-fly zone, as my good bro Snow used to say, a no-fly zone. Man, I miss Snow. I really miss him. I miss hearing his voice. Shay says support pets are the most highly trained. Does the training schools know of any resources? I would imagine they face similar situations. That's a that's actually a good question, and I haven't considered that. Some of these some of these emotional support pets are alleged because some of the clients don't have proper paperwork for them. So I'm calling them emotional support because of the attachment that I see. So I'm using that term loosely. They're not officially recognized. Some of them are not officially recognized by the government to be emotionally support pets. But the attachment that the clients have to their pets is definitely an emotional support for them. You know, and again, please know that I am not undermining anyone in that situation. Um, I've never been in that situation. I'm really not a pet person, but I definitely sympathize. And it's just very, very interesting, I'll say, um, of the attachment that many people have with their pets. And the pets are often seen more trustworthy than human contact. Now, that's a whole nother subject that can be talked about. And that makes me sad in a sense. So, yeah, that's a whole nother subject that I can come back and talk on. So, y'all, I've been on here for 20 minutes and I need to head back to the office. But I really enjoyed my quick 20 minutes getting my food and coming live. I think I'm gonna do this often, especially while the weather is still nice and comfortable, and I can come on my lunch and just talk about some social work issues, some challenges that I face in my profession, right? In this beautiful city of Flint. So I appreciate um, for everyone's support that is currently watching this and that will watch the replay. If anyone has any suggestions, like Shay had, if anyone that is like even a pet owner or can relate to the emotional support aspect of what a lot of my clients are going through, please chime in the comment section because I would love to see the feedback. So I just appreciate everyone for your support and your attention. Thank you so much. And Taz has another comment. First, let me read it first. Uh oh. Dang it. Taz got me searching for these. Okay, she said, oh, for the people who saying get active in your own community, guess what? I am active and can be active in Flint too. Walk and chew gum, baby. Laugh out loud. All right. So I see Taz is coming with the smoke all the way from the D. I'm not mad at it. My good sis, T from the D, the realest. And I mean, honestly, she telling the truth. I don't know any other quote unquote outsider that has been more active that I could think off the top of my head right now. She drive an hour north to Flint and you could call her up at any time, invite her. She's consistent and she's sincere. So I thank the law for T from the D, a really good sister. Anybody got a problem with her, they got a problem with themselves. That's how I see it. Because that sister is highly sincere and she does things from the heart. So, you know, other people that's got a problem with her, they got their own issues that they avoiding. That's how I look at that. All right, y'all. Let me ease on up out of here. Again, thank you all for tuning in. And you know what? Get used to seeing me on my lunch break or outside in these Flint streets, giving my perspective in a quick 30 minutes. Um, Let me say something else real quick. Y'all know that I'm obviously I go live from Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. I don't know if anyone is hip to Rumble. So I'm getting used to that platform as well. But just to let you know, I'm live on all three platforms. And if anyone would like to donate to my platform, please hit that QR code that you see on your screen. That's the QR code to my Cash App. And I appreciate all the love and the support that you give me. I love you all. Peace, Felicia Martinez. Girl, you're going to have to watch the replay because I got to go back into this office. I just came on real quick um, to talk about a challenge that has been becoming more and more significant in my profession. So I appreciate everyone. I love you all, and I pray that you all stay safe. Remember, protect yourself with your prayers and affirmations, y'all. When I dropped the boys off today, what did I ride past? Another car accident. It's something going on. It's something going on. And I haven't put my finger on it. But protect yourselves. I love y'all. Peace to everyone.